going on, everybody? Joseph Hadid here for Worldwide Sport Updates, your podcast, your news, your local community. Good morning, sports family. Thank you for tuning in to our podcast on YouTube.com. Searching us by WWSUP. Your host, Joseph Hadid here. This is Worldwide Sport Updates, your podcast, your sports, your news, your local community. Thank you for tuning in, ladies and gentlemen, to YouTube.com and listening to us on this Friday edition. It is Friday, December 22nd, 2023. How's everybody out there? Thank you, world, for waking up on this Friday morning, or wherever you may be this afternoon or this evening, getting ready for bed. We appreciate you nonetheless. So across the country, you know, you listening to us is the utmost appreciated thing. You know, we get more subscribers, we get more viewerships. You know, this is what it's all about. But I can't thank you guys from the bottom of my heart how much you really have been tuning in to our podcast. Again, tuning in to youtube.com, searching us by WWSUP, by your host Joseph Hadid here, and listening to Worldwide Sport Updates. Again, your podcast, your sports, your news, your local community. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we got some sports to talk about with you, what transpired this past week. And we're going to start off with some NFL news for you. And it seems like George Kittle has a problem. Maybe. Let's see. Let's find out. San Francisco 49ers tight end George Kittle jabs at NFL scriptwriters for setting up massive Ravens-Niners matchup. Let's get right to that article. When the NFL released its 2023 schedule on May 8th, during the offseason, of course, San Francisco 49ers quarterback Brock Purdy had not yet been cleared to throw a football. And that's by the medical staff. The Baltimore Ravens and Lamar Jackson were 2 weeks removed from settling a prolonged contract dispute. Questions circled both franchises. Jackson too had missed the close. He missed the close of the 2022 season after spraining his knee. Beyond his recovery, the Ravens had dismissed offensive coordinator Greg Roman and hired Georgia offensive coordinator Todd Monken. Fast forward to December, and the NFL schedule makers have gifted fans a what everybody calls a heavyweight fight. Well, pretty much not a heavy. Well, it is. You know what? People could say it is a heavyweight fight, but it's also it's listed on paper as a heavyweight Christmas Day matchup. The NFC's top-seeded 49ers will host the AFC's top-seeded Ravens on Monday night, Christmas Day, in a face-off of 11-3 teams. And speaking of 11-3 teams, everybody's talking and buzzing that this could be preview of Super Bowl 58. Yeah, hint, hint. We shall see. All right, this will mark, ladies and gentlemen, only the third time since the 1970 NFL merger that the NFC and AFC teams with the best outright record in their respective conferences will face off in December or later, according to league data. All right, let's shift over to some NHL hockey news. Ovechkin is frustrated but confident goals will come despite 13-game drought. Mired in the longest goal-scoring drought of his 19-season NHL career. Alex Ovechkin is searching for answers, just like everybody else. Well, just like everyone else around the hockey world. The Washington Capitals left wing hasn't scored a goal in 13 consecutive games and has 5 goals in 28 games this season, heading into a visit from the New York Islanders at Capital One Arena on Wednesday. That's strange territory for the 38-year-old, who is second in NHL history with 827 goals. So a lot of people are asking what's going on here. Well, in quotes, he doesn't know. He said, "I don't know," in his quotes. Ovechkin told NHL.com this past week on Wednesday. In quotes, "Some luck. I have chances. I have pretty good chances. But sometimes it's just a period of maybe you hold the stick too tight because you didn't score or something. But I think overall, sooner or later, it's going to happen. And everything is going to go in his quotes. Ovechkin has remained, ladies and gentlemen, 67 goals behind Wayne Gretzky's NHL's record of 894 since he last scored against the Columbus Blue Jackets on November 18th. That record felt well within his reach after he scored his 801st and 802nd goals against the Winnipeg Jets on December 23rd, 2022, to move past Gordie Howe with 801 into second on the NHL's goals list, and finished last season with 42 goals. His league record 13th season with at least 40 goals. More NHL news to follow. Nolan Patrick, number 2 pick of the 2017 NHL Draft, excuse me, appears to quietly retire at the age of 25 amid health struggles. After head injuries plus a migraine condition, it seems Nolan Patrick has retired from the NHL. Patrick was the second overall pick of the 2017 NHL Draft by the Philadelphia Flyers. He's still only 25 years old. At that time, there was an argument that Patrick should have been taken first, but the New Jersey Devils selected Nico Hitchar, who is now their captain. News of Patrick's retirement swirled on the internet when it was revealed he joined the staff of the newly founded The Power Play, a hockey coach and mentorship program founded by Jace Harlock. Jace Harlock. All right. Let's shift over to some NBA news. Trae Young made NBA history in Hawks-Rockets game this past week. Let's get right to it. On Wednesday evening this past week, the Atlanta Hawks, they were in Houston facing off against the Rockets. During the game, Trae Young made NBA history by moving ahead of Lamar Odom with 3,554 and Walt Hazard with 3,555 for 161st on the all-time assist list. Following Odom and Hazard, the next player for Young to pass will be Hall of Famer Pete Mordovicek with 3,563. Young came into the evening with averages of 28.1 points, 3.0 rebounds, 11.0 assists, and 1.3 steals per contest, while shooting 42.9% from the field and 37.8% from the three-point range in 24 games. The Hawks are 11-15 in their first 26 games, which has them as the 9th seed in the Eastern Conference. They are 3-7 over their last 10 games, and most recently they beat the Detroit Pistons by a score of 130 to 124. In 38 minutes of playing time, Young had 31 points, 4 rebounds, and 15 assists, while shooting 8 of 17 from the field and 4 from 11 from the 3-point range. Following the Rockets, the Hawks will visit Jimmy Butler and the Miami Heat in Florida tonight. So there is a matchup tonight between the Atlanta Hawks, Trae Young, versus Miami Heat and Jimmy Butler. All right, let's shift over to some Major League Baseball news. Ladies and gentlemen, Major League Baseball offseason is like cooking up right now. All right, you don't even got to think about firing up the grill to make your steaks well done in a great fashion barbecue here. There's so many signings that it will get your eyes buzzing. Let's talk about it. Padres have neared an agreement with Japanese closer Matsui, but there's also a Japanese person that also signed with also a different team. We're gonna get right to that. That's a juicy one as well. But let's talk about the San Diego Padres. The Padres are close to a multi-year agreement with Japanese reliever Yuki Matsui. I think that actually has now been confirmed that they did sign him. A source told MLB Network insider John Paul Morassi the club, again, has not confirmed the talks, but San Diego has prioritized adding pitching this offseason, bringing in 4 young arms in the Blockbuster deal with the Yankees for Juan Soto and Matsui that could join that list of accusations. And Matsui would represent the first free agent signing for the Padres this winter. They've made it clear that adding to their bullpen is a priority, with Josh Hader, Nick Martinez, Luis Garcia, and Tim Hill having reached free agency, and Scott Barlow traded to Cleveland. As things stand, Robert Suarez would slot into the closer role vacated by Hader. It's unclear how Matsui would fit into the picture, but he'd likely be given high leverage innings. All right, more MLB news to follow. Let's get right to it. Oakland Athletics pitcher Newcomb has surgery on his right knee. Oakland Athletics left-hander Sean Newcomb had arthroscopic surgery on his right knee Wednesday, this past week, to help elevate the pain he experienced while recovering from a procedure on his left knee in September. Team orthopedist Dr. Will Workman performed a medial meniscectomy, the team said. Newcomb, who went 1-1 with a 3.00 ERA over 7 games with 2 starts spanning 15 innings, is projected to be ready to pitch by the start of spring training. And also, ladies and gentlemen, there's another blockbuster news. This is actually breaking news. And this news, ladies and gentlemen, came about at 12 o'clock, I would say midnight, this morning. It came to us here in the podcast studio. And what a signing this is by the Los Angeles Dodgers. So, ladies and gentlemen, the Los Angeles Dodgers, they have brought in to their organization. What a signing! What a signing! Yoshi Yamamoto has signed, ladies and gentlemen. Yoshi Yamamoto, ladies and gentlemen, has signed with the Los Angeles Dodgers a 12-year, $350 and $25 million contract with the organization. That is, ladies and gentlemen, the most guaranteed dollars ever to a pitcher. And not to mention, ladies and gentlemen, look at this. This is going to shock you right now, what I'm about to tell you. This Japanese pitcher has never stepped foot in Major League Baseball. He has never played Major League Baseball. Never in his career. He has never been a part of it. And now look it. He gets his shine on next season. And he does it with the Dodgers in great fashion. And he's going to be making a name for himself, ladies and gentlemen, on the pitching mound. How incredible is that? What a story for this kid. What a story for this Japanese. Pretty much, if this guy, makes a name for himself really fast, people are going to call him Legend Yoshinobu Yamamoto. And they're probably going to call him the GOAT if he starts impressing many fans that are gonna be with him each and every step of the way in his MLB career. So how about that? That's truly, you know what? Amazing stuff. It really is. It really is. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that's all for this week. I will see you on next year's podcast. Is it next year? No, actually, no. Hold up. We still have one more. Yeah, we still do. Yeah. We're not saying next year just yet. Hold up. No. We'll see you next week before we close out the month of December. All right, so let's start that over. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that's all for this week. I will see you on next Friday's recorded podcast. Before we say Happy New Year, yeah. Till then, ladies and gentlemen, hit the like button, subscribe, share it out, let everybody know what Worldwide Sport Updates is all about. For all the latest sports updates that you may have missed, this is Joseph Hadid for Worldwide Sport Updates, your podcast, your sports, your news, your local community. Take care of each other, sports family, all right? Have yourself a great weekend. Stay blessed. Oh, and for everybody out there, Merry Christmas. Have yourself a great holiday and take care of each other. All right? I'll talk to you guys next Friday. All right? Before we say Happy New Year and to close out the month of December. All right, ladies and gentlemen, take care of each other. Stay blessed.